With no fleet left, Athens starved through a siege and surrendered in March 404 BCE. That same year, Alcibiades was murdered by assassins, possibly sent by Lysander. The Spartans tore down the long walls which had vexed them for 27 years, overthrew the Athenian democracy, and installed an oligarchy of 30 tyrants. The statue Sparta erected to mark the triumph had this inscription: "These men, sailing with Lysander in the swift ships, humbled the might of the city of Kepkrops, and made Lacedaemon of the beautiful choruses, the high city of Hellas." For the next 30 years, Sparta would be the dominant power of the Greek world. The damage done to all sides would set the scene for the Macedonian takeover of Greece and then the rest of the region. Sparta would get drawn into the Persian dynastic conflict on behalf of their ally Cyrus. The rivers of gold which had financed their fleet would wreak uncontrollable changes on their society and in turn hasten their decline. As usual, the winners of a war are the ones who can avoid getting involved. It is striking that the Athenians could keep sustaining such losses and keep inflicting so many unnecessary disasters on themselves, and yet keep fighting year after year. Also striking that the Spartans could spend decades waving their spears at the Athenians' walls before finally figuring out a path to victory. We do need to be careful with these stories. The sources were not friends of Athenian democracy. On the other hand, if they are even remotely accurate about the madness of the final years, then there is some reason for them to feel that way. These battles of the Peloponnesian War have been a much bigger project than I was expecting when I set out, but it's been a rewarding journey, and I hope you, the viewer, have found it interesting too.